People often come to the Japanese cemetery in Cumberland for the peace and quiet. But for this group of Japanese, they came looking to solve mysteries and find answers to questions about who is buried here and from where in Japan did they come.
カナダに渡った日本人のことを日本ではあまり知られてません。
The whole Japanese people doesn't know much about the Japanese Canadian immigrant history. And the only people who live in Vancouver, those people may be known by Japanese people, but there's many Japanese Canadians who live in Vancouver Island or other area doesn't know much about it. So that he is studying and try to propagate the information.
As Professor Kawahara noted, much information has been lost. In 1941, almost 600 valley residents of Japanese descent were forcibly removed to the interior of British Columbia. With them went much of the history of the Japanese in the valley. In recent decades, many in the Comox Valley have worked hard to reclaim this history, and this recent visit by a Japanese delegation is one more step in that process.
Today, a group of ladies and gentlemen have come over from Vancouver to look at the headstones and to record the names of the people that are buried here. Well, what they are going to do is translate the names, and then they're actually going to build a commemorative plaque.
顎です。はい。ここ堀があります。1月15日.
When he returns to Japan, Professor Kawahara will use the names to research the Japanese origins of these early immigrants. He will share the names and the stories as he discovers them. And locally, we will use his work as the basis for a new English-language memorial for the cemetery.
The monument I like to, because I know so far about 198 the body that's buried around this area. So once we know the name in English, then I like to put some monument somewhere around here, and then people may come. If you put cherry tree in other area, the cherry tree blossom bloom and then die, then azalea coming up, so that at least half of the year some flower. So it's not a dead cemetery. It's more or less a park cemetery.
For more information, or if you would like to contribute to the Japanese cemetery, contact the Village of Cumberland. In the Comox Valley, for Shaw TV, I'm Mark Hanley.